Hey YouTube, we're back today and we're going to be talking about the Jack the Ripper casebook, which is just a little bit more than a book. It's actually kind of a kit, which is why I wanted to do a video on this one instead of just a regular blog that we do. So let's take a look. This was actually a Christmas gift from my wife to me, and I know some people think that's a little weird that you're getting like serial killer Jack the Ripper stuff, but clearly, I mean, I'm a book guy. I like serial killer stuff. I like Jack the Ripper stuff. Jack the Ripper was kind of like a little hobby case of mine. Of course, we're never going to figure out who did it, but it's fun to look into it and see. And that's kind of what this product here is all about, what this kit is all about. It's got a nice little dust cover on it. You can see on the back it shows you all the different stuff that it comes with. So we're just going to take that off, put it aside, and then as you open it up, you probably won't be able to read this because the print's very tiny, but just to kind of give you an idea of the different stuff that it has. And then you'll come across these little envelopes, and these are basically just little goodie pouches. And what all these are, there's different stuff in every one. This one is handwritten correspondence, just photostats and photocopies from the original investigators, different citations. This is a Metropolitan Police incident report, handwritten and again photocopied. But basically, what all these little things are is these are all documentation from the original Jack the Ripper case. And the thing that's really cool about it is, you know, this is a Metropolitan Police Scotland Yard report, and it was handwritten back in the 1880s. And it says, 30th September, a body of a woman was found with the throat cut but not otherwise mutilated by Louis Deninsky inside the gates of Duffield's yard, yada yada yada. So it goes on, but I mean, these are the actual reports. So if you are like a ripperologist, or if you're a researcher, if you're just interested in the case, these are actually really cool little things because you can actually read the real police report from the, you know, Bobby who was there when they found, you know, Polly Nichols or any of the other ones. So that's one of the little pouches. As you go through, there's a couple different pouches in here. Like I said, each one of them has different things. This is a confidential letter on here, and they're all stapled in. But that's basically the long and short of it. I mean, this is really, kind of what you're getting. There are crime scene photos, some of which are a little gory, but the whole thing's chock full of stuff. The book does go through. It gives you basically the lowdown of every one of, I think it's either 7 or 9 of the murders. I know some people say that Jack the Ripper had 7 victims, some include a couple more, so they say 9. How many people he even really killed, we honestly don't know. But anyway, this one goes through kind of the agreed upon victims, and then it goes through the police. It goes through a lot of the suspects, the original suspects from the police files. Like this one's Aaron Kaminsky. And they basically just touch on who these people were and then kind of the things for them and against them. Francis Tumblety is also in here, and there's another Metropolitan Police report flagged on him. And then at the end they talk about Walter Sickert's in here. Why the Ripper was never caught, and it's got one of the old editorial cartoons from the old rag sheets on there. And it has a lot of photos and stuff to really help set the mood. It talks about a lot of different things that press and Jack the Ripper. So there's really just a whole bunch of fantastic information in this. Like I said, having these little photocopied records from the archives and stuff where you get the actual incident reports, you get the actual morgue reports, and some of these actual letters that changed hands from different police officers and things. It's just really, really neat. And of course, like I said, if you're interested in the Ripper case, if you think you're going to be the guy that solves it, which I'm definitely not, it's just kind of a nice get, and including, it really helps you out because there's so many different books written about Jack the Ripper from different people, different sources, and almost none of them agree on really anything. Some say he was left-handed, some say he was right-handed. There's argument about the type of knife that he used. There's argument about whether or not Jack the Ripper was a man or a woman, educated or not educated, sane or crazy, whether there was a grand conspiracy at play, whether he was a member of the royal household. It goes on and on and on. So actually having this stuff here where you can actually see on the report, oh hey, okay, this said that, it was cut left to right, or her throat was slit, or this is the way that the body was orientated. This is what the ME said at the inquest. You've actually got all the facts as close as we can actually track them down to this. So I do think this is a really neat kit. Like I said, this one is in my own collection. It was a Christmas gift and a very cherished one. And I do like pulling these out and just kind of looking over them every once in a while. I do have several other Jack the Ripper books. That's a case that I'm probably just going to continue to look up and see the new things that they have out. Every time something new comes on YouTube or a new documentary comes out, I usually watch it. And if a new movie comes out, we catch those too. Okay, so I think that's everything I wanted to show you. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we will see you next episode.